Thank you, Susan. Thank you, everybody, for being here today and your continued support. On behalf of the Reagan-Udall Foundation and the board, I'm honored to present this final award for advocacy and policy. The award recognizes the powerful role that advocacy plays in accelerating innovation and modernizing regulatory science. It also honors the life-changing work that so many of you do day in, day out, work that delivers hope to those who the path forward may seem impassable. This year, we're honored and proud to recognize Loren Eng, the founder and president of the Spinal Muscular Atrophy Foundation, for her extraordinary courage, your vision, and for catalyzing real-world impact for the rare disease community. The SMA Foundation has been a pioneering force, an example of what focused, patient-driven advocacy can achieve. The Foundation's efforts helped transform SMA, once the leading genetic cause of death in children under 2, from a devastating diagnosis to a treatable condition, providing the possibility of a full and meaningful future for the children with SMA and renewed hope for their families. Loren's story is a deeply personal one, rooted in her experience as a mother receiving her daughter's diagnosis. From that beginning grew a fierce determination, transformative philanthropy, and steadfast patient advocacy that helped drive scientific breakthroughs and fundamentally redefine what's possible for patients with rare disease. To understand the depth of her journey and the magnitude of her impact, let's watch this brief video.
Protecting public health begins with advocacy, and sometimes with a single family's determination to change what's possible. When Loren Eng's daughter Aria was diagnosed with spinal muscular atrophy, doctors could offer no treatment, no roadmap, and no hope. As SMA progresses, children become robbed of their ability to move, to eat, and to breathe. For many, that might have been the end of the story. For Loren, it was the beginning of a revolution. In 2003, she co-founded the Spinal Muscular Atrophy Foundation, transforming fear into focus and personal loss into a national movement for change. At the time, the SMA field was fragmented and underfunded. Loren built bridges across science, industry, and government, recruiting top researchers, multiplying funding, and establishing the first coordinated clinical trial network for pediatric neuromuscular disease. Her relentless advocacy extended beyond the lab. Loren testified before Congress, worked with NIH and the White House, and raised the visibility of SMA through national media. Her efforts helped deliver an extraordinary result: 3 FDA-approved SMA therapies in less than 2 decades, transforming a once fatal diagnosis into one of the great success stories in modern regulatory science. Today, Loren's work stands as a model for patient-led innovation, showing how one mother's determination reshaped public policy, galvanized science, and turned what was once a devastating diagnosis into a lifetime of possibilities for her daughter and many others.
I have a few more words. Thank you so much. Just a few more words before I turn it over to Loren. Loren and her family co-founded the SMA Foundation, and through their unwavering commitment, they funded over $160 million in research and therapeutic development, along with an additional $35 million to build critical research tools. When the SMA Foundation was established, there were no treatment options, 0. And what happened since is nothing short of a medical moonshot. And today, because of the SMA's foundation and pioneering work, There are 4 approved treatments. I know we just said 3, but there was just 1 approved 2 weeks ago. And each one of these has redefined what's possible for children and their families affected by SMA. These therapies have dramatically improved survival and quality of life, fundamentally shifting SMA from a uniformly fatal diagnosis in infancy to a treatable chronic genetic neuromuscular disease. Loren, my friend, I've known you now over 10 years, and your perseverance and vision have brought hope to tens of thousands of families, and your leadership has changed not only the course of SMA, but also the broader landscape of rare disease research and advocacy. It is in recognition of your visionary leadership, transformative advocacy, that the Reagan-Udall Foundation proudly presents the 2025 Advocacy Policy Award to you, Loren Eng, President and co-founder of the Spinal Muscular Atrophy Foundation. Love you.
Thank you. This is such a tremendous honor for the SMA community, including our partners at Biogen, Novartis, and Roche Genentech. As you've heard, SMA was once the leading genetic killer of young children, and my daughter Aria is the reason I stand before you today. Now, she's considered a mild patient, but only because she survived past infancy. But Aria's childhood was filled with pain and isolation. Countless surgeries have left her grossly disfigured, and each night I would wonder if she would live until the morning. But because of you, the regulatory community, and our industry partners, we have these 3 drugs for now that address the genetic cause of disease. SMA is no longer a death sentence, and some babies born today will develop normally. The FDA guided us with scientific clarity and embraced a sense of urgency. So treatments were approved first and fastest in the United States of America. Your leadership saved the lives, not just of children in America, but the rest of the world. Aria was fortunate enough to be part of your clinical trials. So I don't lie awake wondering anymore if Aria is going to survive the night. Instead, I imagine her future, full of joy, purpose, and possibilities. Our industry partners have told me that getting 4 drugs approved in a decade is a miracle. And as head of a scientific organization, I know this is a victory. And together, we ended the deadliest disease of childhood. But as a mother, I'm going to tell you that I feel a deep sense of failure. The mission for my daughter has not been accomplished. Older patients who lived for years without treatment remain profoundly disabled. Stabilization is a gift, but it's not enough. Patients like Aria still can't feed themselves or perform activities of daily living. So the suffering continues. But we want to give patients a better life. So the SMA Foundation's next chapter of research now is focused on regenerating the neuromuscular unit. Our clinical data show that regeneration is possible, and the results are repeated across multiple therapeutic strategies. Myostatin inhibition. It's one exciting approach. It's the body's natural brake on muscle growth. And when we block it, muscles can be rebuilt. Phase 3 data show functional gains when myostatin inhibitors are layered on top of our current therapies. And in studies where we block both myostatin and 15-PGDH, we see obvious neuromuscular regeneration. Another crucial target is the neuromuscular junction. This is where motor neurons and muscles communicate. And it's a site that is normally the first to fail in disease. We have drugs that strengthen the synapse, preserve muscle function, and slow decline. It's a biologically accessible target, and it can be rebuilt. A therapy entering phase 2 has already shown some promising data. Lastly, spinal cord stimulation. It is transformative. An FDA-approved device reactivates and remodels motor circuits that are damaged by disease. So the brain now can regain control of the limbs. And when motor neurons are damaged or lost, we can revive them. Improvements in strength and endurance are long-lasting, and the SMA clinical data are more robust than the impressive results that have been seen in stroke and spinal cord injury. We will need your ongoing guidance and flexibility to get this to SMA patients. All of this data really reinforces central truth, that we need combination of therapies for patients to live not just longer, but better. The FDA has illuminated the path for 25 years. You transformed scientific potential into real progress. You showed the world how to bring life-saving drugs to market faster than anyone else can. Technology is letting us move even faster. Imaging, wearables, molecular biomarkers, taken alongside of real-world evidence, allow us to measure clinical benefit sooner than ever before. So let's keep innovating and modernizing how we evaluate clinical success. The FDA's work changed the course of my daughter's life. As you saw, Aria graduated at the top of her class at Yale. She was a Rhodes Scholar finalist, and she's now a PhD student at Cornell Medical School. Aria hopes to work alongside of all of you someday and pay it all forward. Last summer, she got married to a handsome Princeton man in a fairy tale wedding. The dedication of everyone in this room allowed me to stop worrying about her mortality. You replaced fear with hope. Thank you.